And this is how we're going to treat. I'm going to give you an example. This may get me in trouble, but I don't give a damn. I'm going to give you an example. I'm at Sunday morning at one of my favorite little diners, minding my own business, sitting at the I like to sit up front there. What do they call those things? You know, where you're up on the chairs and you're watching them serve the food and everything else. Do you know what I'm talking about, Rich? I know I'm sitting on a stool, but I mean, well, you know what I mean. So anyway, I'm sitting up there, and about 2 seats over, there's a lady who's a teacher in the Loudoun County school system. Loudoun County is one of the richest counties in the Commonwealth of Virginia. And what is she doing? She's complaining about her 3% salary increase in the budget this year. And the moronic superintendent who's been here forever, who could give a damn about the taxpayer and a damn about the students. That's right, Hattrick. And who plays the teachers and the parents like a fiddle. He proposed 11.5% budget increase. That guy should be fired on the spot. Why am I talking about what's going on in my county? Because let me tell you something. It's going on everywhere. So I said to the lady, because she was speaking loud enough, you're getting a 3% increase this year. Your medical benefits are untouched. You barely pay into your pension. Your pension benefits are untouched. You put in 10 months a year. Even if you're a hardworking teacher, can you understand why people are beginning to resent this? Teachers like you, whining because your salary increase isn't enough, when people are losing their homes because they can't pay their property taxes, among other things. She said, well, I work 16 hours a day. 16 hours a day. I said, I don't care if you work 24 hours a day. If it's unaffordable, it's unaffordable. I said, what do you teach? She said, home economics. By the way, I'm glad to hear that. I thought they dropped that altogether. Home economics. She works 16 hours a day. I told her, you know the great thing about this country? What? If you don't like your job, if you don't think you're paid enough, you can quit. So why don't you quit and try and start a small business? Or why don't you quit and try and work for a private company? She said, well, I love my job. I said, not only do you love your job, you love your benefits. Because I can't think of any job in the private sector anymore where you get a defined pension program for life. For life. And medical coverage for life. I can't think of one. I honestly can't. I said, that's why you're getting a 3% increase. You can't have it both ways. And I said, and you know what? I don't know you. I'm not going to ask your salary. I'm not going to ask your circumstance. I'm not going to ask any of that. It's none of my business. But you should at least take into consideration what the property owners around here pay. And then she says to me, well, the taxes only go up a little bit. The taxes only go up a little bit. I thought this was the worst economy since the Great Depression. Do any of you really see massive cutbacks in your school systems? I'm curious. I don't. And there are 5 school board members out of 9 on this Loudoun County School Board I'm so proud of. They're fighting like hell to do the responsible thing, responsible budgeting, and they are not going to be bullied by the superintendent who brings out the crowds of teachers and parents to try and shout down people who are earnest in wanting to get this budget under control. You see, we the people, whether it's at the local or state level or federal level, we the people are supposed to be in charge.